Welcome to the JPost Headlines. These are the top stories today for Monday, January 12, 2026. Iran's Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi says protests against the Islamic Republic have entered what he calls a new phase, urging demonstrators to target regime institutions. US President Donald Trump says Iran has approached Washington to renew nuclear negotiations as protests continue across the country. Israel's coalition submits a bill to repeal fraud and breach of trust offenses, charges central to Prime Minister Netanyahu's ongoing trial. Hamas reportedly orders preparations to hand over Gaza's administration to a new technocratic government under a Trump-backed Board of Peace. And Australia's parliament returns early from its summer break to pass tougher hate speech laws following the deadly Bondi Beach attack. Recorded from the JPost studios in Jerusalem, I'm your host, Shifra Jacobs. Iranian opposition figure Reza Pahlavi says that ongoing protests against the Islamic Republic are entering a decisive new stage. Writing on social media, Pahlavi told Iranians that nationwide demonstrations have shaken the regime's foundations and called on protesters to intensify their actions. He urged demonstrators to target institutions responsible for regime propaganda and warned members of state and security bodies that they face a choice: stand with the people or be remembered as complicit in repression. US President Donald Trump says Iran has reached out to Washington about returning to nuclear negotiations. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump said Tehran was tired of being beaten up and signaled that a meeting may be in the works. Iran, meanwhile, confirmed that the communication channels with the US remain open through intermediaries, though it complained of mixed messages from Washington. The comments come as protests in Iran stretch to a third consecutive week. A group of Israeli lawmakers has introduced a bill to repeal the criminal offenses of fraud and breach of trust, charges that are central to the ongoing corruption trial of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The bill aims to redefine legal boundaries and introduce offenses relating to insider trading and conflicts of interest. Critics say the move is politically charged given its direct relevance to Netanyahu's case. Hamas has reportedly instructed its governing bodies in Gaza to prepare to transfer authority to a proposed technocratic Palestinian government. According to the group's official media outlet, the move is tied to a plan backed by President Trump to establish a Board of Peace. The board would oversee a new administration made up of Palestinians elected locally and approved by Israel after a vetting process. Hamas officials say the handover is meant to ensure the success of the post-war arrangement. And Australia's federal parliament is cutting short its summer recess to pass new hate speech legislation following the deadly Bondi Beach shooting that killed 15 people at a Jewish Hanukkah celebration. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the proposed laws would strengthen penalties for hate speech, make it easier to ban extremist groups, and expand gun buyback measures. While emphasizing free expression, Albanese said targeting people for their religion or identity would not be tolerated. For more news, analysis, and the latest updates, head to jpost.com.